What is up, guys? Matthew here, and welcome back to our FIFA 2021 Manager Career Mode with the mighty Boro here on the PS5. And today the Premier League journey continues. I keep repeating myself at the start of every video, but once again, the support, the views, the likes, the comments on every video is getting better and better every single time. So again, huge thank you to every single one of you for commenting and taking your time out to watch these videos. I love bringing them to you, and I'm glad you are all enjoying it. So, last episode was absolutely crazy. Over an hour, so if you sat through the whole thing, again, you're an absolute legend. But we got our first two Premier League games over and done with, and we also, I think, finished our summer business. But you never know, we've still got a bit of money left to spend, so something could possibly crop up on deadline day. We'll have to see. But we had a good start to the Premier League. We were beating Arsenal before being pegged back, and then we somehow come back to beat Leeds. So, you know, we're fifth. We're doing well. We're in good company with, you know, the likes of Liverpool, City, Spurs. But obviously, it's early doors, and we could have easily lost or won the Arsenal. Well, we could have easily lost the Arsenal game, and we could have easily won it. We could have easily lost the Leeds game. So, you know, I wouldn't say either of the performances, despite being good, were too convincing. But today we're going to crack on, and I'm going to bring you guys 3 games in today's episode. That's right, because I want to keep the Premier League, the Premier League road going, and it's sort of interrupted by an awkward cup game in the middle of the week, and I don't want to just do one Premier League game and a cup game. So today we're going to run through 3 games. It's going to be Norwich at home, Cardiff in the cup, and then away to Burnley. Games on paper, we should do okay in, but I mean, you just never know. So yeah, we've got them to come, and we've also got more new signings to integrate into the squad. I did have a mess around with the lineup and the starting 11 at the end of the last episode after I finished recording. Gibson will go straight in, and of course the other signing we made in the episode, Hudson-Odoi, will probably be our first choice right winger, with Bolasie now being permanently on the left, and Tavernier, unfortunately, not his own fault, but because we need a backup for Roberts as cam, Tavernier is now going to have to be in that position as opposed to being a winger. So he can play there naturally anyway. It's one of his 2 positions because, of course, Wing did his ACL. So Tav is going to sort of, in a way, lose his place in the starting 11 to be the backup in another position, but he did so well for us as a cam. Towards the end of last season, I think he's more than a good backup to Roberts in that position. So without any further ado, let's head to the squad and the team sheet ahead of the game against Norwich. So the squad is pretty much the same as what you've just seen, apart from one change. So Bettinelli's in goal. Of course, Gibson will come straight into the starting lineup, making his second Boro debut on his return to the Riverside. It's a Teesside back 4, really. Actually quite awesome. Saville comes in for McNair, who's solidified his position and has done well to, I think, take that away from Morsey. So it's good to have McNair in there. The only change is that Tavernier comes in for Roberts, who isn't 100% fit. Josh Murphy does drop out. He's not 100% fit either. Hudson-Odoi comes straight in for his debut, as does Bolasie, who moves to the left. Danny Ings will stay up front after his brace in the last game against Leeds. So, yeah, we're playing a team who come up with us from the Championship last year. I don't know how Norwich have started the season, but yeah, when we played them last year, it was always a tough game. So let's get to it.
Hello everyone, and a warm welcome to the Riverside Stadium. I'm Derek Ray here on the commentary box, and I'm joined for commentary by Lee Dixon. I'm very much looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League. It's Middlesbrough, and they take on Norwich City.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. Great atmosphere here. The 2 sides, I'm sure, will set a quick tempo in this game. We get to watch for free. The players are chomping at the bit. I can't wait.
How good is it to see Ben Gibson leading out a Boro team once again as captain?
A look at the starting 11 for Middlesbrough.
I think we've done well, you know. I think overall, the business we've done in the window, I think that's 5 signings we've made. I think we've done really well with the £40 million budget we were given. Obviously, a lot of big players have left as well, but I think we've replaced them. Norwich's lineup doesn't look too different from the team we played in the Championship.
Yeah, it can be a 4-2-3-1 in the offensive mode, but it can also go back to a 4-5-1 when you're defending. The lone striker.
Kieran Dowell might be a new signing. I do remember as I think we battered Norwich at one stage last season. I can't remember the result in both games, but they're a very up and down team. Norwich. They're either up, going for promotion, or fighting relegation. So I think we should fancy our chances, building on the good start we've had.
And this confrontation is underway. Him to Daly.
Here's Pookie. Dale Fry does well, and then Spence steps in, and Hudson-Odoi's on his bike here. Here he is, Callum Hudson-Odoi. He's got no support in the area. Takes it on his... Oh, takes it on his own, and I'm hoping that was his weaker foot, because that was a... yeah, bit of a sliced effort. Spence, that's a great ball, and a good run from Hudson-Odoi as well. Looks for Ings, who's headed down. And header is wide, as we are, for some reason, wearing our Boro kit again. And yeah, that was quite far wide there from Ings. But good work between Spence and Hudson-Odoi. Buendia. Going to be another tough task for Jed Spence. Here's Pookie. Oh, and Gibson covered him off, and his shot was straight at Bettinelli there. That's Norwich's first shot on the Boro goal. Dowell to Pookie. They've got men on the left here, on the right-hand side. Max Aarons is forward. Plays it inside to Todd Cantwell. Pookie's in there, what a save! What a point-blank save from Bettinelli. Although they're straight back in with Buendia, who's done McNair. Gets another shot away! And Buendia gives Norwich the lead. And it's against the run of play. But Norwich take the lead, and we should have got closer to Buendia. Fry should have got closer, and it's a good finish.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored.
Saville actually got right into Buendia and put him under pressure, but he still put it in the top corner.
Well, the coach can feel this game slipping away, I'm sure. Might need a plan B.
We've had more possession, but we've not really hurt Norwich. They've had one good chance. It was saved, and then they followed it up straight away with a goal. How quickly can we respond? Spence beats Buendia. Danny Ings. We could respond straight away with Marcus Tavernier. And Krul makes a big save.
Well, that's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save from the keeper.
One thing I will say is maybe Roberts would score in that position. I think Tav is predominantly right-footed. So I don't know if his left foot's his weaker foot, but I know he's not very good with his weaker foot. But a quick response would be perfect. And Ings didn't catch that one right either.
Well, heading practice in training next week, that was pretty average, to be fair.
Oh, I completely got that wrong. But going forward, we've not really been anywhere near our best. Norwich haven't done too much either, but they've made the chance count when it come. And I think Coulson's just put Pookie off enough. Pookie could have gone down there. Saville's done really well to win the ball there, but then gives it straight back. Pookie. Oh, that's beautiful stuff. Lovely stuff here from Norwich. Oh, and Pookie. That was a big chance. Fry was completely out of position. And Pookie had a free shot goal. And luckily for us, he put it wide. So we've moved Tavernier, ironically, back to his more natural position on the left. And brought Roberts on for... Ooh, that's a big block there from Gibson. As we put Roberts in the middle as a centre attacking midfielder. To see if we have more joy going through the middle, because we're getting nothing going down the wings. But we need to make sure we don't go 2-0 down. I don't think it's been a case of Norwich have been too good. We've just not been at it. We've not created anything. As the corner comes in. And I think there was a header in there that went wide. McNair. Akpom. Can the two strikers combine? Yes, they can. Danny Ings is in, and Danny Ings equalises. And finally, we've broke through into the Norwich back line with the addition of the two strikers. And it's finished well by Danny Ings.
Absolutely smashes it past the keeper. It's a really lovely finish.
And our choice to switch to two strikers
well, you can see how happy the manager is. They've shown
comes off.
grit to get back into this.
We've had no luck on the wings, so going through the middle is our only real option, and the two strikers have just done exactly that. With just over 10 minutes to go, we are finally level.
What can he do from here?
Max Aarons. Norwich could still win this quite easily. Cantwell is showing some good feet on the right-hand side, but I think he's kept onto it, hold of it for too long. Tribal somehow keeps the ball as well. Dowell. Oh, and that's a good foot out there by Jed Spence as Norwich look to probe on the edge of the area.
5 minutes of the 90, still
But they're pegging us back in.
teams cannot be separated.
Cantwell.
Chance to cross.
Again on the edge of the area, McBurney. We're really having to focus. As Norwich are just playing it slowly across the back four. Onto the wings. We can't get a foot in. Tribal. But one good challenge could have us on the counter-attack, but we can't get the ball.
They really look after the ball when they have it.
Cantwell
This attack looks highly
gets a shot off.
He succeeds in clearing it.
And it's out by Fry. Headed back down. McNair. Could we catch them cold here on the counter-attack? 5 minutes. Hudson-Odoi. Oh, the cross was not there. Ings had stopped his run.
And the pass, a good one.
And now Hernandez, as Spence is out of position.
This game.
I remember he was a nightmare when we played them last season.
Kieran Dowell.
Dowell, big challenge
The
from
ball back.
Spence, as now Roberts could maybe get Murphy on the run. Oh, and couldn't find the overlapping run of Hudson-Odoi. We could have had a chance there.
Byram. And here now is Hernandez.
One last chance for Norwich.
Burney.
It's going to fall to Todd Cantwell, and he puts it wide.
The final whistle has sounded a back and forth sort of game.
That
A draw
was a
to
tough
the
game.
Your take.
Yeah, stalemate, Derek, but that doesn't tell the full story. I'm sure both managers will be saying to their team, we could have gone and won that. The positive spin on it, 1 point gained, not 2 points lost.
That's definitely how I'm looking at this, because that was a tough game. We were not at our best. Norwich were the better side. And despite equalising, they looked like they were the most likely to win the game. And we just clung on, and I mean just. I'll definitely take a point from that. So a tough game. And maybe a reality check. Balassi's been in the office saying he doesn't like being subbed. I'm absolutely convinced I could have turned the draw into a win if he'd left me on. Oh, well, Balassi saying that those subbing him is the reason why we didn't win the game. I mean, I don't know about that, Yannick. I'm just going to say I need you to stay fit. And Spence, I'm sorry we didn't get the win out there, but thanks for giving me a chance. So, Spence, I don't know what you mean about think about giving you a run in the team. You're our first choice right back. Don't beat yourself up. Don't know where you're getting that thoughts from. But anyway, a draw in the Premier League, not a good result. We're going to turn our attention now to the second round EFL Cup tie at home to Cardiff. So the team sheet ahead of the League Cup tie against Cardiff. Obviously, it's a chance more than anything to increase the match sharpness of a few fringe players, give them a chance to get out there and get their fitness up in case we have any injuries or we need them to step into the league. So Stojanovic will take his place in goal for this game. The back four is completely changed. Mark Boro comes in on the left. He's someone who we've hardly played at all in this career mode, but I thought it'd be worth giving him a go. Grant Hall is back in alongside Nathan Wood. Dijksteel comes in on the right. Midfield isn't too different. It's sort of the usual, Morsey and Saville from last season. Tavernier has again started in the centre of the centre attacking midfield with Jacob Murphy coming in on the right. I've moved Hudson-Odoi to the left to give him another start, and Ashley Fletcher is up front on the bench. A couple of youngsters, you might remember a couple of these from our initial youth academy at the start of the series. So Mackinnon is on the bench with, I think it's Jordan Banks? I can't remember. But Banks and Mackinnon are on the bench with McNair, Balassi, Roberts, Akpomening. So a relatively strong bench with a couple of youngsters just in case we need them. But yeah, this is just a chance for us to get through the next round, but also boost the fitness and the sharpness of the squad. Here is Dijksteel. Here's Tav. Oh, almost finds Fletcher as we almost cut straight through Cardiff. A team we had some good contests with last season in the Championship. Here's Tavernier on the turn. Tavernier with a speculative effort there. Caught it well, wasn't miles away.
Long range effort, and it wasn't too far off, was it?
Good header won by Nathan Wood. Here's Morsey beating his man in midfield. What a run this is from Sam Morsey. He's took on everybody. Finds Hudson-Odoi. His cross is back to Josh Murphy. He plays it back to Dijksteel, whose shot is blocked. Morsey again, winning the ball in midfield as Tavernier now looks to get ahead of the defenders. He's done well. Finds Fletcher. Can't quite get past as Hudson-Odoi tries his luck. Does keep the ball from Sang. Beats him. And I think it's a corner.
It will be a corner now. Well, what about that opportunity a few minutes ago? We can see it again now.
It wasn't too far away. What I did see pop up is that Nathan Wood has picked up a knock. So we'll have to see if he can recover from that or if he might need subbing off.
Looking for that final pass.
Hudson-Odoi trying to beat Sang. Cross comes in. It's a good one, actually. Takes ages for Fletcher to bring it down. And he wasn't really contested by a defender, but his shot was straight at the keeper. He'll be disappointed with that. Josh Murphy now.
Nice looking pass.
Bennett.
Murphy.
Here is Murphy. Good pass in! And Kiefer Moore puts it wide. But what a chance. Great play by Murphy. Good ball in, and maybe Bowler just put him off, but he Well, he shouldn't be putting that wide. Best chance of the game.
Space and time for the
Cross comes in, it's a good one.
And a poor ball and easy for the
Stojanovic does well. Can Josh Murphy get something going on this right-hand side? Cuts inside. Finds Tav.
good-looking sequence.
He finds Josh Murphy. Or Jacob Murphy. I'm already getting confused between the two.
Locked together.
We've got Jacob, they've got Josh.
Following this corner.
But good play on the right. And a good effort. Tipped over the bar.
And now
Saville with a corner. Fletcher's header! And there it is, the opener.
deservedly hold the advantage.
From absolutely nowhere, it's a bullet header from Ashley Fletcher. I'm not going to lie, I wasn't expecting us to score from a set piece against Cardiff. But that's how we've gotten into the lead.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a dangerous set piece into the box. And he gets up for the header, and quite frankly, it's a
He's in between, that might be 4 Cardiff defenders. But he gets his head on it.
Goal.
And it's a good header as well. Nicely done from Ashley Fletcher, who was literally surrounded by blue shirts. But it didn't matter. Like I say, it's not been a good game, but we've got the goal that we need. And it's just before half-time as well.
The opening. Sam Morsey.
Morsey distributing the ball well from the centre of midfield again. Dykesdale, good ball. Fletcher, good header. And that's a great goal.
And the double. They just can't subdue him.
That's more like it. And this is looking like the Sam Morsey of his peak last season.
Here's the replay, Derek. I love
Picking
the
out
ball
balls
into
from the
ball.
centre, and that's a good ball from Dykesdale.
But if a player can stand still and nod the ball into the net like that, I'll be asking serious questions about my
Good header from Fletcher.
really.
And that doubles our lead now. Bit of breathing room is what we need. Fletcher with his second, putting himself right in contention for a starting place in the Premier League.
It's going their way. 2-0.
Murphy whips it in. Yeah, looks near post, but there's nobody there.
Well, no stopping him.
Oh, shots in there though.
Full intervention.
Might have been Rawls with a shot, but again, Boro body's in the way.
Now
Balassi can't find Saville despite his best efforts.
it looks promising.
Glatzel can't get past Hall, although the referee...
And it sets up a free
Well,
kick in a dangerous
the referees give a free kick there, and I have absolutely no idea why, because that was never a free kick in a million years. And now this is a chance in a very good position, and I think it's Joe Rawls who might be over this. Big opportunity for Cardiff,
He'll take this on.
and it was wasted.
Over the top with a nicely played free kick. Well,
He should have done better.
Time and time again on the practice ground, just over.
He'll be disappointed with that. Dykesdale.
Moving the ball nicely.
Jacob Murphy
For that final pass.
sees the run of Akpom. Oh, what a run it is!
Lethal piece of finish.
And that will finish Cardiff off.
True conviction.
Chuba Akpom
Well,
with a good run, and
it's a really
Murphy picked him out perfectly.
And then it
Great
gets
ball
better
in.
and better from there. Superb. Solid
And
pass in the volley into
it was
the
a
net. Lovely goal.
the equivalent of a tap-in for Chuba Akpom. It's good to see, like last season, Ings
Enjoy the good days as a coach.
Akpom and Fletcher
Goes to ride, I can tell you that.
scoring goals to start the season. And if there was any worry of a Cardiff comeback, we can forget about that now.
And it's very hard to imagine them losing it now.
Number 10, Chuba Akpom.
And there to intervene.
Well, they've given us the ball straight back like they have done in much of this game, and Jacob Murphy will just leg it down the right. He's going to try and find Akpom again! Well, that's just a filthy volley.
Precision and style, superbly done.
I don't know if his weaker foot is left, but that was one hell of a strike. And another assist for Murphy as well, who just picked the ball up, ran with the ball. That's a great volley from Akpom.
Nice finish.
Caught that so nicely. Fletcher with a brace, and now Akpom with his own.
So they restart the game, and only one team in it.
Number 10, Chuba Akpom.
Now Saville.
Where we nicked the ball off them again, and
Tavernier.
well, this could get nasty if this keeps going.
Care of business defensively here.
Cardiff have well and truly just threw the towel in.
Joe Bennett.
They've showed signs of getting back into this game, but I think we've scored when it really mattered, when we needed to score the most important times. And this guy has definitely outshone his brother in this game. Balassi. Tav. Trying to find Balassi again.
Your opponent. Robert Glatzel. Plenty of room in the wide area.
Here's Rawls. Can Cardiff get a consolation goal? So they're going back to
Much space.
Wales with something.
Crisp tackling.
Not with a challenge like that from Hall. That was crunching stuff.
Intelligent threaded pass.
And now Saville picks out Yannick Balassi, who it would be nice to see him get a goal himself. Balassi, can he make it 5? What a strike!
An avalanche of goals. No
Yannick Balassi adds to Cardiff's misery, and then celebrates in front of them, their own fans as well.
Well, let's look at this again. Magical football on the break. Surprises.
Saville picked him out, and that is a ferocious finish from Yannick Balassi. Unstoppable strike. And as this game has come to its end, Cardiff have, well, they've just sort of given up, and it's been one after the other for us. And this is what we needed to get our attacking going. 5 goals. And we're through to the next round.
Home fans are jubilant. They are going through.
Well, Derek, what confidence that will give him. A huge margin to go through into the next round. Played very, very well. That confidence, you can use that. You have to. It's like gold dust.
So, big win in the Cup. Through the next round, we've got a transfer offer for Patrick Roberts. Hertha Berlin want to sign him for 23.6 million. Just beats the bid that was put in by Bayern Leverkusen. As much as I am tempted by the money, no way. So we're through the next round of the Cup with a solid win. That definitely will bolster our attacking players' confidence, and it also is good to see that players who aren't often maybe in the starting 11 can come in and perform like that. So pluses all round as we now head to the final game of the episode, the second Premier League game of the episode, away to the greatest stadium in the history of football, Turf Moor. So ahead of the Burnley clash, back to our stronger team, although, like I say, it's good to see that we've got players on the bench who can come in. Bettinelli's back in goal. It's the usual back four, with Gibson returning to the club who, well, he left us for and we've bought him back from. Saville, McNair's back in the middle, although Morsy's performance did really tempt me to put him in. Roberts is back in the middle with Balassi and Hudson-Odoi on the wings. I was looking to put Murphy in with them 2 assists he got in the last game, but he's not 100% fit, so Hudson-Odoi will start on the right, and Danny Ings is back up front, but he has got 2 very hungry strikers who are playing well in behind him. But, yeah, make jokes about Burnley and Turf Moor, but it will be, as always, a tough game. Burnley are a very difficult team to beat.
Hello and welcome to the northwest of England. The venue for this match is Turf Moor. I'm Derek Ray, joined in the commentary position by Lee Dixon, and very much looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League. It's Burnley, and they face Middlesbrough.
I'm excited, Derek. Really looking forward to this game. Come on, bring it on.
Number 2.
Well, he's featured on the back pages of quite a few newspapers in recent days, playing against his old club, and I wonder what's going through his mind, Lee.
Well, Derek, whilst the occasion for him is a nice one, and there'll be lots of smiley faces surrounding you when you meet old friends, etc., I can tell you, those smiley faces, every single one of them will want you to have a nightmare and fall flat on your face when the game starts. It could be a tricky day for him today.
Danny Ings, another player returning to Burnley.
It looks like a conventional 4-4-2.
A preferred formation by Arsene Wenger when he arrived at Arsenal. 2 main strikers, 4 across the midfield. Really important for the fullbacks to link up with the wide midfielders in this system.
Vintage Burnley 4-4-2, old-fashioned. We might be free scoring, but it's not going to be easy to get through these.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
And this confrontation is underway. Tremendous challenge.
Oh, Spence with a very, very bad clearance.
Waiting in the middle.
Brownhill. Luckily McNair is there. Although it comes back out to Dwight McNeil, who is Burnley's
McNeil.
flair player, you could say.
With it. Well
Although
read
Spence
towards the pressure.
makes up for it with a good tackle. Now, could we counter-attack here? Hudson-Odoi. Can see the run of Balassi.
He's in with a chance.
Here he is. Balassi, defenders closing in.
And just over the bar.
Took the shot,
But it was.
but I think it was high and wide. Maybe not too far away, but always going to be tough from there. Coulson wins the header. Roberts now turning away from his marker.
He runs at them.
Oh, he's kept going. What a run this has been. Roberts!
Diving stop to make
That would have been an amazing goal. He just kept on running, but was stopped by Nick Pope in the Burnley goal.
Oh, that was the chance to take the lead, and the manager's frustration is there for all to see.
Although we do have a corner. Burnley are going to be difficult to get through
And the struggle to get
when it
away
comes
from
to set pieces. They deal with that.
Balassi.
Hudson-Odoi though brings it back. Danny Ings with a header!
For starters.
And out of nowhere! I didn't expect that. It's that man again. Striking against his former club.
Well, here's the replay, and there'll be a few accusing
Just
glances
come back out to Balassi and...
giving away the ball.
I mean, Ings was in space, but he was leaning backwards.
Honestly, you get punished.
But he had enough room and he got enough power on the header. And it's actually a really good one in the near post. And it's chances like that which lesser players might not be able to put away. But when you've got a Premier League striker like Danny Ings, he just scores the odd chance that maybe others wouldn't.
The game then.
Can make a big difference, and it has in this first game. This is where Burnley will be at their most dangerous. Set pieces. Chris Wood's taking this, which is a real surprise. Why is he not in the box?
And deep into the penalty area.
Yeah, and near post. Fell straight to Ben Gibson, and Roberts is... Well, he's up on his own, but he's going to try and beat everybody. He's held it up so well. Jed Spence has joined him. Plenty of men in the middle. If Spence can find them, it's Balassi! Oh, what a header. But what a save to match. I honestly think Nick Pope's one of the best keepers in the Premier League. And he's shown why. Oh, Dale Fry, that wasn't the greatest bit of defending. Forces Wood back. Here's Melendo. Oh, he's beaten Coulson. Bit of room on the edge of the area for Jack Cork. Fry stands him up well. Brownhill gets into the area, and what a save! That was a world-class save from Bettinelli. He hit that with so much power, and he just got enough on it to send it wide, but that was a big save.
Played into the centre of the box. Did his job defensively.
We're not done though. That cross headed clear by Hudson-Odoi. It's a throw-in.
About the cross.
Yeah, poor cross from Cork as Gibson does get it away, but Burnley are winning them second balls and they keep coming back at us, and another effort. Ashley Barnes this time, and he puts it over. Took it first time and you'd expect him to score. Two big chances for Burnley. Well, we're being outpossessed by Burnley. That is a surprise.
Gibson.
But we've got the all-important goal, which is what matters most. Could we maybe get a second? Saville. Roberts. Oh, we're a bit fortunate there as it ricochets back to him, but Burnley had a man in the way. Melendo again. Cannot get the better of Coulson. And now Yannick Balassi. Good play from Balassi. Patrick Roberts is in. And we've doubled our lead. And it's an important goal as Burnley look to be getting back into it. And like I said in the last game, it's about scoring the goal at the right time, and I think we've done it again. Balassi cuts inside. Lovely ball. Roberts held off his man. And put it past Nick Pope, and it's come in a spell where Burnley were really pressing and looked like they were going to get back into it.
Well, it's turning into a real shocker. This is the very reason, Derek, I'm not a manager.
And we've just pulled away from them that little bit more. Well, Coulson is in again. He has won every single tackle in this game. He's been amazing as we free up Balassi, who's been in the midst of everything. He's beat his man again. It's tricky little stuff from Balassi. Cross is blocked. Saville, he's in acres of room. Cross comes in. And Roberts makes it 3. And he was in so much room. Saville. I mean, look at the room he's in there. Balassi sucks out the right back. And then it's just, can Saville find Roberts? Yes, he can. And it's a tap-in. Playing it out to Melendo. Wood back out to him. Burnley have got quite a few men forward here. Chris Wood. Brownhill. McNeil. This is good play from Burnley and a goal.
He's dispatched it, much to the sheer delight of the
Chris Wood gets a goal back. And there's still plenty of time left.
And they do say a keeper should never be beaten in his near post. And he's made that.
Well, that's a good finish from Chris Wood, as Burnley didn't have to do much to get through us there. We weren't tight enough. And we've been punished. Would have really liked our first Premier League clean sheet. And Burnley still in this game. 3-1.
Paddy
McNair's boos are starting to ring around Turf Moor. For whatever reason, George Saville fancies an effort and forces a save from Pope.
well away from danger.
Just fancied an effort and... Well, what a ball this could be. Well,
they don't know what to do. They're at 6s and 7s. This scoreline could be
a hoofed clearance somehow found Ashley Barnes.
McNeil. Jack Cork now.
And a goal here for Burnley completely changes the game. Brownhill.
Barnes.
Barnes with a shot.
Can't get through.
Spence can't clear.
That's a nice looking
Brownhill's cross. Headed by Coulson, but not very clear.
Lowton.
Lawton blocked by Balassi, but still we can't get the ball out. Saville has to get a foot in.
Catch, really.
And the shot is blocked, or is saved rather, by Bettinelli.
And Premier League action coming up. It's Middlesbrough taking
Fry.
on Watford.
Yeah, Derek, should be a great atmosphere there. It's one I would be tuning in for if I wasn't there with you.
Roberts trying to find Balassi.
Now Saville.
This is more like the tough to beat, tough to fight and get the better of in midfield. This is the sort of Burnley I thought we were going to come up against. The one that is blocking every pass, every shot, making loads of tackles, stopping us from playing.
And he cuts in from the wing.
It's opened up for Hudson-Odoi, but
And it's not going to help his
that's
team.
his weaker foot, I think.
Wayward indeed. I think he had more time than he thought, and he just rushed it a little bit. Technique was all wrong.
Could have played in Ings there. Maybe a bad decision. 3 minutes of stoppage time left. And luckily we've kept Burnley at arm's reach, and they've not got the second goal, which would have, without doubt, give us a very nervy finish to the game. A game that I think was won in the first half, really. We've not been as good in the second, and Burnley have been much tougher
Spence.
to play against, more of like the team I thought we'd be playing from the beginning, but
Saville with it. That's a lovely ball.
this will be the final for a forward. Balassi whips it in. It does fall to Fletcher,
Troubling the keeper.
whose header is straight at Nick Pope, and that will be the final action of the game.
And that is
And our second Premier League win of the season. Another one away from home.
In the end, wasn't it?
We beat Burnley by 3-1.
Most of the game. Going forward, there was some
And the
really
Burnley fans don't sound too happy about it.
in the final analysis, a really positive performance from this man, Lee.
Well, he never gave that back line a chance to get a breath. 2 goals for the lad today. Played super.
So 2 wins and a draw in this episode. We're through in the cup. We got a good point against Norwich. And yeah, Grant Hall, devastated. All I want to do is get things out in the open. I want to help the team and help you. Oh, he's not happy we've made Ben Gibson captain. Ah. You should be thanking me, and instead you're punishing me. Well, Grant, don't jump to conclusions, mate. Dear God, he's pouring his heart out to me in the office. But yeah, well, bloody hell. Look where we are in the Premier League. I didn't even realise. 2 wins, 2 draws. We're second. Jeez, that is I did not expect us to be there. But, yep, still unbeaten, I guess. And that second win has put us up into second, although there are a couple of teams who still need to play below us, so I'll advance by 1 day. And one of them teams has overtaken us, being Tottenham, so we finished this episode in 3rd place, which is quite something. And by the looks of it, we're the top scorers in the Premier League, which is good to see. But we're not too bad in terms of conceding goals either. So this very good start of the season has really served us well. There's been a transfer offer for Chuba Akpom by RB Leipzig. It's nowhere near what we've been advised that he's worth, so we'll decline that. And we have a little scout report of some youth players. .69 potential, not good. His potential's not good. His potential's not good. His potential's not good. His potential's not good. And this guy's the only one with good potential, so we'll keep scouting Hugh Harper, who is 6'6". Wow, I hope he's not a fullback. But anyway, that is it for this episode then, guys. So 3 games in this one, and well, a solid start to the season continues. Although I have to say, I would say we've had a generous start. On paper, I think Burnley, Norwich, and even Leeds are games you'd expect us to win. Arsenal's been the only tough game, I'd say. But I think we've made the most of it. And in the next episode, we've got Watford, who, of course, they ran away with the Championship last season, so that's going to be a very, very tough game. And then Leicester at home. So the next episode, I guarantee, will not be as straightforward as this one, as our generous start to the season will eventually get tough. I'm looking at you, October. But that is it for today's episode, guys. So if you have enjoyed it, please do hit the like button. Do subscribe to this channel for much more FIFA 21 content. Comment below any thoughts on the episode, and we'll be back in the next one. Not only for them 2 games, but also deadline day, which is literally tomorrow. Whether we're doing anything in deadline day or not, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, we've started well, and that's the most important thing. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Up the Boro.